welcome back to DCS. Today we are flying the F-4 on the Grim Reaper's stoneburner training server. And we are going to be doing some buddy lasing. We have 2 GBU-10s, 4 GBU-12s. We've got a Reaper orbiting, lasing some targets for us.
Engine's good, airspeed's coming
use the
alive.
dive toss mode to semi-accurately target the bomb.
80 knots.
And then allow the laser to do the rest of the work for us.
We've got nails 9 o'clock and nails 7 o'clock.
Gear up,
Gear's
flaps
moving.
up, Adikataisi. And we're gonna roll left
Gear
here
up.
over to our target area.
Flaps up. We've got nails 9 o'clock. Jet is all set up. I look out the window here and realize we're almost directly over the top of the area that we're going to be dropping bombs on. So autopilot off, roll in, realize here the master arm's not on. Turn that on real quick. We have
Get
a
the nose
trend
around.
base, 12 o'clock, 3 miles.
I asked Jester to capture the ground here.
Captured.
And pull out. Bombs off, that's a GBU-10 away. Rolling right. Trim the jet out. Roll back to the left, watch the impact, and boom. JTAX lays in a new target here. CU-23 mounted on a Ural, kind of tucked in there in those buildings. When using the GBU-10s, I have no issues extending a little extra distance because the jet can be very unstable with one GBU-10 on the farthest outboard station on a wing like that. Even with trim, sometimes it'll get a little squirrely. Nice gentle roll back in towards their target here.
Heads up, nails, 6 o'clock.
For buddy lasing with the F-4, you really wouldn't need, like on this server where it has the target marked with a red smoke, because you do have to still put the laser designator on the bomb in a relatively close proximity to where whoever is lasing for you is going to be pointing their laser.
Okay, captured.
We've got our target captured here. You can see here what I mean with the jet being unstable. It's rolling back and forth uncontrollably, basically.
Nails 8 o'clock.
Bombs off, rolling left again. Back right here. Watching for that impact. The bomb actually does miss the target and it hits that building. But the splash damage still damages some units. Arming our GBU-12s here. We've got 4 of those. city like that, we're gonna have to come in at a little steeper angle in a dive to have that bomb be able to be accurate. So we're gonna try for a little steeper dive here. Another thing with having the targets marked with that red smoke, if you get in and knock out 3 targets really fast, and they're lasing a new target with that smoke, it can be very easy to lose track of which target you just bombed. So what I like to do is just try to kind of padlock that most recently smoked target, because that's going to be the active target that we're attempting to take out. So you'll see me kind of watching and making sure that I'm not losing track of it. So we capture this. Again, you don't have to be super precise, you just have to be in the area. There's one away. Same process of rolling left. And back to the right, and watch for that impact. You really technically wouldn't have to do that. I just like to do it to confirm that I do splash the target, just like that. So we took out one vehicle there, and you'll see here in a little bit, we do actually get a second one, which confuses the JTAC, so they'll try to laze the vehicle we just destroyed a couple of times, and then it'll finally kind of realize in its little AI brain that that target's already dead and it needs to look for a new target. So it does take him a while, so I cut that part out so you don't have to watch us orbit 3 times waiting for him to pick out a new target. Rolling in here. You can see we're still in relatively close proximity to the last target, so this is where I lost track of which one was which, but when they're in this close of proximity, what I'll do is just kind of split the difference. We end up getting kind of low here.
And
capture that.
5 shot nails.
Pull it out. One away. Roll left. Pulling pretty hard here to get some altitude back so we don't get hit by any ground fire. Back to the right here. And we are spot on with that one. So you can see there when he lasers the new target, I immediately rolled over just to kind of look and see if I could figure out, you know, where that new smoke is. Because if you can kind of pinpoint that location, you can find it in proximity to the old smokes, and that way you can always track which target is the most recent. So we do actually pick up another kill there. I think that was that vehicle that we damaged with our last run-in. Pulling the nose around here, coming in pretty steep again because it is tucked up in this little urban area. So the bomb needs to fall on a much more vertical path so it has an easier time avoiding obstacles.
Okay, captured.
Captured. One away. You can see here, I didn't necessarily roll left, I just sort of rolled right there. Bomb actually misses, but should still have done some damage to that target. I think we did actually manage to splash damage kill that target. It just didn't register in the kill feed. Here I almost didn't realize we had one more bomb left, and I almost RTB'd prematurely. We do realize here, so we're going to roll back in.
Heads up, I've got nails 11 o'clock. And nails 12 o'clock.
tip I found that can be very helpful is keep the jet fast. The F4, it is a flying brick. It is extremely heavy, so when it gets slow, it gets very squirrely. So I try to keep it pretty fast. I really will never go to idle power, even in a dive like this, because I find that when you do, the nose, your pitch authority becomes almost non-existent, and you'll get a lot of bouncing in the nose, but the faster you keep it, the easier time you're gonna have putting that nose on target, just like that. Last bomb's away, rolling left. And back to the right here.
Reclaim your superiority.
Commencing attack.
And we shack our last target. Here I'm considering going in for a gun run on that target, because I really do need to work on my air-to-ground gunnery in the F4, but we decide better if that. I don't want to spoil what's already been another good sortie with being foolish, so we're just going to RTB and call it quits.
Oh, I'm showing nails 11 o'clock. All right, I got nails 8 o'clock. Okay, gear, flaps, pressure, warning lights, anti-skid.
On final here. Try to keep the jet around 170 knots, especially with I think we only had like 4,000 pounds of fuel left at the end of this sortie. So it really is, once it's light like that, it's fairly easy to keep it
300.
pretty slow on approach.
100.
Not the greatest landing ever, but it'll
That's
do.
going to be a spine replacement by Dr. Pernia.
Popping the drag chute, rolling out. I usually won't hit the brakes in the F4 for quite a while. I'll let that chute do a lot of work, because I found when I step on the brakes right away, it actually has a habit of just spitting out. That tail will step out on you, and it'll go around, which will blow your tires, ruin your day, whatever you want to have happen. That's going to be all for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you on the next one.